Hey guys, and welcome to another bullet journal video. Now the angle is a bit weird starting out, but I promise it'll fix itself. Now when it comes to the format of this video, I had you guys vote in a previous monthly spread video, and most of you voted to have the voiceover done during the time lapse, so that is the format we'll be using for this video. So if you are not subscribed, be sure to do that below, and let's jump in. Now, if you guys have been a subscriber of this channel for a while now, you know I like to always recap the previous month, so I'm going to go ahead and run through that right now. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'll include the link below, but the entire theme was centered around Shel Silverstein and all of his poems and books. And when it comes to the summer body layout, that one's a little bit different, and I'll be sharing that in a completely separate video. And while this calendar was cool, I have noticed I haven't been using it much, so more than likely I will not be bringing it forward. And now I'm just going to show you guys quickly the weekly spreads that you did not see on camera. And now we are moving on to August. So here is the outline for it. I'm going to keep it pretty simple this time around. So if you guys like seeing monthly spread videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let's get to it. And the time lapse begins. So like I said, I'll be doing the voiceover during the time lapse, but I'll be sure to not ramble too much and just, allow the background music to play through where it's appropriate. Now, for this layout, I decided to not go as crazy as I did last time because August is going to be a really crazy month for me, and rather than setting myself up for failure, I figured I might as well keep it simple. Now, this month's inspiration came from Pinterest. I just saw a lot of cute dog illustrations and stamps, so I decided to go that route because I'm definitely a dog person. If you guys do not know, I have a 12-year-old little hairy fur baby by the name of Dakota, and I guess this was kind of inspired by him too. I'm definitely going back to my bullet journal roots and just keeping it very simple by using one color along with my black outlines rather than doing a whole bunch of color pencils and different Tombow pens, just keeping it simple. And this color that I'm using is actually a mild liner, so like a highlighter, and it's in a coral color. I'm not sure of the exact name, but everything will definitely be listed below. And just so I can get to know you guys a little bit better, I'm going to put a poll up here in the right hand corner. Just let me know if you are a dog or a cat person. I'm just curious. Now when it comes to the habit tracker, I'll definitely be holding on to this because it definitely was successful last month and I really enjoy it. Now, I couldn't find my ruler, so I had to kind of use a Mindy Kaling book and made a mistake, but it ended up working out anyway. And again, this summer body layout I'll be covering in a separate video, but I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the header just to kind of keep a place for it. And then when it comes to the gratitude log, I always include this spread just because it's never a bad idea to remind yourself to be grateful, because a lot of us are very lucky and privileged and we need to remember that. And I've actually been listening to a podcast by Oprah, and she was talking about keeping a joy journal and jotting down things that bring you a spark of joy. So rather than doing a whole entire journal, I figured I would just dedicate it to one page like I always do. Now, as I finish up this little doodle right here, I just want to say thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel. I know sometimes there may be dry spells, but again, life just happens, and you guys know that I'm working on my bachelor's degree, and I also work full-time in the city, so sometimes things just kind of get ahead of me, but it's great to be back and continue to share this content with you all. And when it comes to the first weekly spread of the month, again, keeping it very simple, just making my headers really cute, but not doing too much doodling, and kind of centering the whole thing around this quote here in the middle, which is, "It's a dog eat dog world," because it definitely is, especially when you're talking about New York. And seeing that I'm getting a late start on this month, I decided to not do the first week of August as far as a weekly spread, because that would just be fake. Obviously that week has passed and I did not get a chance to do it, so I'm gonna skip right into the second week and just save paper and time. Why not? And now I'm just using a brush pen to fill in all these letters, give them a bit more character. And again, this will be listed below if you guys are curious of what brand or type that I'm using. And now I'm just going through and erasing my stencils. If you guys have been following me for some time, you know I like to save my erasing till the end, just because I have completely sabotaged previous layouts by erasing too early and causing the whole thing to smear. So it's just a little technique that I use. And I'm just adding in my social media milestones here. It's just kind of nice to remind myself the growth that I'm seeing based on the work that I'm putting in. So I like to kind of put it on the first page to spotlight it and just be a daily or weekly reminder. And that's the August spreads. Like I said, very simple but still cute, and I just went ahead and incorporated that one color just to not overdo it for this month and set myself up for success. And as you guys can see, I did leave that calendar layout out of this particular monthly spread just because it was taking up 2 pages every single month and I wasn't utilizing it as much as I would like to. Now I may end up squeezing it in the future, but for right now, we're leaving it out. So that's about it. I truly hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you got some inspiration from it. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them below and show some love by subscribing and liking this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.